Hey guys, Jimbo, I've been here, and today what I have for you is a deck profile for a Blue Eyes White Dragon. So pretty much in this deck profile, guys, I'm gonna be covering everything about why I think this pretty much Blue Eyes White Dragon deck is just amazing, and also some like facts behind it. You could say like effects, how I use them together, and how these cards are just really good and beneficial and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and start this thing off. First of all, guys, two Wonderwands. I love Wonderwands. You pretty much equip them to cards. I like equipping them to mating because then mating's effect activates, and I pretty much am able to special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Also, I can go ahead and send Maiden with pretty much Wonder to the graveyard, and then draw two cards, which is really amazing. Love that a lot. It's just really good to be honest. Then I have two Maiden with the Blue Eyes. Maiden with the blue. I just find this card to be just really good in general. It's such a good card to be honest. And it's just really awesome. It combines with so many other cards, like as equipped cards, like I showed you before, Wonder One. It combines with Forbidden Lance. It combines with Compulsory Evacuation. Just a lot of other cards. Well, mostly this. I believe those are actually the only few cards that do it. Oh yeah, also Bright Star Dragon. Then we have Delta Flyer, and I think we have a few other cards, but I forget which ones those are. But pretty much any monster effect, pretty much any card effect that targets Maiden will activate her effect and special summon a Blue Eyes. So I like her for that. Also, I send usually Maiden with the Blue Eyes to the graveyard with what's it called? Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then when I do that, I go ahead and special summon from my extra deck a Zero Silver Eyes, which is pretty cool. I'll get into Zero Silver Eyes later, but yeah, he's pretty cool card. So the one I have is two White Snow Legends, really good card. Like when it's sent to the graveyard, I get a Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is really cool. So I love that a lot. Like sending it to the graveyard, and I just like using it for stuff. If I have so much Blue Eyes in my hand, I could use it to summon Red Eyes, or I could just use it to get rid of it like the tribute to get a Blue Eyes, but then also get a Blue Eyes to my hand if I say I had this card in, then maybe like a Bright Star. Also, I like how I can use it in like certain like synchros and stuff like that because it is a tuner, and on top of that, when sent to graveyard, I get a Blue Eyes, like I said before, so it's definitely really good. The one I have is two Dragon Shrines. Really good card, like it how I can send pretty much one Dragon type monster from the deck to the graveyard. And then if it is a dragon type monster, I can send one more dragon type monster from the graveyard. So usually what I do is I send pretty much this guy down over here. I believe his name is always forget this guy's name. It's like Rabadon Dragon or something like that. I send him and then I send a White Sun Legend, which gives me a Blue Eyes, which is pretty good. Or I just usually send like two of these guys. Usually depending on what cards I have one in the graveyard. If I do have, say, a Zero Silver Eyes on the field and stuff like that, that would definitely be good. And I have three trade-ins, just because I have six level. Actually, I have seven level 8 cards, which is pretty cool. These three, and this guy over here. So I need a lot of trade-ins just to draw two more cards, and I like it. Also, I get level 8 in the graveyard, which is pretty cool. So yeah, also like Silver's Cry, really good with all these pretty much card effects. Well, these guys over here, because if a Blue Eyes is in the graveyard or a normal monster is in the graveyard, one of these guys here, so one of these six guys, I can go in and special summon, which is really good. It's just a really good card effect, to be honest. Really, it's just really nice. It helped me so many times and stuff like that. And it's a quick play effect too, so that is just really amazing. Three Blue Eyes White Dragons, because this is a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. You need to have all Blue Eyes White Dragons and stuff like that. I do not use them because for pretty much summoning Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, because I don't feel that card's that good at all. It's not a good card like my old Dragon deck. It actually had wanted me to get pretty much three Blue Eyes on the field, and then or like three in my hand, use Polymerization, and then get a Shining Dragon. But I found that to be a pretty bad card because it could easily be destroyed by certain card effects that could target it. So I'd rather take an approach of like summoning other cards in my extra deck that can actually win the duel and stuff like that. Then what I have is two Mystical Space Typhoons, really good, pretty much. Things they pretty much get a lot rid of World Decrees and stuff like that because I know a lot of players play World Decree. I actually play it myself too, and especially like continuous spell or trap cards. Continuous trap cards and stuff like that, and field spell cards. This is perfect for getting rid of them and stuff like that. Then I have one Book of the Moon. Like it a lot. Flips a monster. What's it called? Pretty much to face down defense position, which is really amazing. So it helped me a lot, especially when there's like card effects or people trying to kill me or something like that. It definitely helped a lot. Then I have two Fetus Chains just in case they summon their best monster and I want to just negate its effects or it's like affecting my Blue Eyes or just any of my Dragon type monsters, and I just want to like negate its effects, which is pretty cool. And I like Call of the Haunted, like this card a lot because I usually use it to get like a Blue Eyes, and then or get just some sort of card, and then I usually tribute them, so I don't have to worry about this. Or what I do is I get back my Red Eyes if it's in the graveyard, and then sometimes what I do is I don't do this all the time, but if I really want to have Red Eyes back to my hand, what I'll do is I'll actually just summon it with this card right over here. And then what I'll do is activate a compulsory evacuation device and add this guy back to my hand. I usually don't do that. I did that once just because I really wanted to. Like, I did it because I summoned Red Eyes, and then some guy pretty much was going to destroy it at that point, so I just used this to add it back to my hand to save it. Even though it did take some damage, I did end up winning that duel just because I had Red Eyes in my hand and ended up using them the next turn, which was really good. Then I have two Bright Star Dragons. Like these cards, they target pretty much Maiden's effect, and they're pretty good. Just really good, and I like them a lot. They're pretty good cards. Also, I use them to pretty much summon Red Eyes, Darkness, Metal Dragon if I want, and stuff like that. So they're pretty good. Then I got one Honest, just in case I want to use that extra damage of Honest, to possibly get one of my cards to a lot of attack and stuff like that. Uh, and just in case I need to get rid of one of their monsters and stuff like that, it's really good. Then I have two Red Dragon dragons and stuff like that. Find these to be really good cards because what I actually do with them is if pretty much my friend the guy that I'm doing controls a lot of spell and trap cards, what I do is I usually summon this guy, use this effect, return him to my hand, and then summon him again, which is really cool because you can. It doesn't say you can only do it once per turn. And also I love when this card is tributed. I can go in and special summon pretty much a monster and make its attack and defense 0, but it has to be a normal dragon type monster. So I usually use that for XYZ or Synchro, just to have it on the field and stuff like that. Then what I have is Torrential Tribute, really good card, love it a lot. Pretty much when monsters are summoned, destroy all special summon monsters. Destroy all monsters on the field. That's pretty good in some cases because usually a lot of my dragon type monsters, thanks to Azir Silver Eyes, can't be destroyed by card effects, so it usually just gets rid of their card effects. Or if I do want my cards to be destroyed, I want like to get, say, my White Sun Legend to my graveyard, and here you summon a lot of cards. This is pretty much the point of that card. Then I have Shining Angel. Love this card because what its effect does is once it's destroyed, I can special summon Maiden with the Blue Eyes, which is pretty cool. And I just like that a lot. It's really awesome. Then what I have is two Forbidden Lance. Again, they pretty much help with Maiden. They get a Blue Eyes on the field, which is really good. And they don't really affect Maiden that much. It's actually pretty good because then Maiden can't be affected by spells or traps, which is really awesome. And also, what's pretty cool is it does lose 800 attack points, but Maiden has 0, so nothing really happens to Maiden, which is awesome. That's why I kind of like it. Then I have Soul Charge. Soul Charge is just in case I want to get like my whole field back with like Blue Eyes and stuff like that. And yeah, I just like that card for that reason. Pay a bit of life points, but it's still definitely really, really worth it. Because of that. Then we have Delta Flyer. Really good card. Like it can increase pretty much target Maiden. Also, it's just good when I have like a Blue Eyes. Like what I do is I normal summon Maiden, and then the next turn say I normal summon this guy, target Maiden, get a Blue Eyes on the field, use this guy and Blue Eyes, or Maiden and Blue Eyes to special summon him, or to special summon him with the Blue Eyes and stuff like that. So it's definitely really, really cool. Then what we have is Bottomless Trap Hole. Really good card like it. It helped me many, many different times in duels and stuff like that. It's really good in general. Like it when it destroys a monster over 1,500 attack points, which is pretty cool. Then we have Redicay. It's really good. Helped me many, many times, especially when people have like set cards that can't be destroyed by battle and stuff like that. It's really good. Compulsory Evacuation Device. Again, it does target Maiden, which is really good. And also returns Maiden to the hand, which is not that bad. And then gets you Blue Eyes on the field, which is really good. Then we had Heroic Seal of Convocation or something like that. Like it because it lets me add this guy to my hand right over here, and then I can like special summon him using this effect. And then I can also then, if I do tribute him, like I said before, get a Blue Eyes with a 0 attack and 0 defense, which is pretty cool. And then what I have is 1-for-1. Really, really good card. Love it a lot. It's just awesome. Discard one card, so that can be like a Blue Eyes or one of these guys over here. Or it could be a White Sun Legend, and then I get a Blue Eyes after that, and then I special summon Maiden with the Blue Eyes, which is pretty cool. Then we have 3 of our Rabadon Dragons. This is like the second card for Blue Eyes. It's like a Blue Eyes substitute, you could say. I use it just so that I can pretty much have this card like for, let's say, trade in, or use it for like special summoning monsters, because I don't always want to use my blue eyes white dragons because they usually scale off of maiden, because I can't special summon these. So I don't want to have all of them in my graveyard. I want every single card in my graveyard, so I use these to get rid of, like, let's say, for Dragon Shrine and stuff like that. I just like having the extra level 8s and stuff like that. World Decree, really good card, negates all the card effects on the field, so if I have all my dragons on the field, I can go in and use this. They can't use trap or spell cards, which is really good. And then, yeah, it's pretty much an instant win after that, which is really good. Leg Pulser, love this card. Really, really sweet card. It's just such an awesome card, to be honest. It's like special summoning from the graveyard, banishing a light and a dark monster or whatever. And also just doing some really sweet stuff with it. When it's sent to the graveyard, I can special summon my Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon back to my, what's it called? Back to my field and stuff like that, which is really good. Then we have Horus level 6. I don't have Horus level 4 because I usually special summon a lot of monsters. So, yeah, but when this card does destroy a monster and sends it to the graveyard, I can special summon this guy right over here. And his effect, you can pretty much, when a spell card activates, you can destroy it. So with World Decree in this, they can't activate any spell or trap cards, which is just amazing. So it's really protecting. Then I have Starlight Road, just in case they end up using, like, Black Hole or some Redicate or something like that that destroys a lot of my monsters. Use this, get a, what's it called? Get a Stardust Dragon on the field, which is amazing, and then that helps me a lot, especially against spell or trap cards that, or monster effects that destroy cards on the field, which is really, really good. Unless, of course, I wouldn't really use this card that much if I had this card, but I probably would just in case. But yeah, then when I have his Dragon Shield, this is used. I pretty much use this to equip it to either Red Eyes or Azir Silver Dragon, just so they're protected. And I really don't use these guys to attack usually, so I pretty much use it for that reason there. Just to protect them and stuff like that. And then a wing beat of a giant dragon. Like I said before, I use it with Heretic Dragon to pretty much destroy spell and trap cards on the field, and that helps me out a lot, which is pretty good. Then we'll go to the extra deck. This deck, for my extra deck, it doesn't have much in it. It has mostly dupes of cards over here, or cards, if I do want to switch some cards, I'll switch them out and stuff like that. But I'll just do a quick scan right over here, guys. It's nothing much. It just has dupes, like I said before. So here it is. And there you go. Okay. So for my extra deck, I have Heretic Sun Dragon Overlord of Hello Potterus or whatever. Cannot say that ending part, but I like this card because I can pretty much send cards from my field or hand to the graveyard that are monster cards, so I can send Blue Eyes, White Snow Legends, and stuff like that. And if I do, I get to destroy cards on the field equal to the number of that, which is amazing. So I can get rid of their traps, monsters on the field. Then I have Divine Dragon Knight. Love this card. Pretty much attach one XYZ, then target one face-up monster on the field. This turn's effects are negated, but it's unaffected by other effects. So it's pretty good because you like use that on a card that's about to be destroyed. And it's just really amazing for that turn. Number 107, Galaxy Eyes. I use this card, then I use this card over here, Galaxy Eyes, Full Armor Dragon, and then on top of that, what I do is I use number 95 on top of that. So it's like a triple XYZ combo. Love all their effects. This guy like negates all the effects on the field. This guy is good when there's like what's it called? When there's like equip cards and stuff like that, and then this guy's good because it lets me summon what's it called? Lets me send 3 pretty much monsters on my field. Sorry, monsters from my deck to the graveyard and lets them banish 3 monsters, which is pretty cool. So just by doing that, it's just really amazing to be honest. Like send 3 cards. You could send like one of these guys, and one of the white sun, or just some cards that you want to special summon from Red Eyes because they're in the deck, and it just helps you out a lot, which is really awesome. Then we got Star Eater, really good card. Special summon this card with the blue eyes in a Delta Flyer, which is pretty cool. And it's just really awesome card, guys. Its synchro cannot be negated, which is awesome. When they start synchro summon cards and card effects cannot be activated. If this card attacks, it's unaffected by card effects until the end of the damage step, which is just really good. Then we have 2 Azir Silver Eyes Dragons. Sorry, Zero Eyes Silver Dragon. This card is just really cool with special summon. Dragon type monsters you control cannot be targeted. Well, dragon type monsters cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects until the end of the next turn, which is really good. So you got you got about 2 turns of pretty much protection, and then on top of that, each pretty much standby phase of yours, you can special summon one normal monster from your graveyard, which is really amazing. So I usually get a Blue Eyes or Rabadon Dragon, which is amazing. So that's cool. Then we have Hot Red Archfiend, like this card here. Once during main phase, you can destroy all other attack position monsters on the field. This card cannot attack the turn that you activate this effect. I sometimes use this effect. I don't really use this card a lot. I only use it sometimes. Then we have Black Rose Dragon, just in case I want to start over, whatever. I'll use this card, and it's really awesome. Then Ancient Sacred Ribbon, like this card, if I'm like losing, because it's like, well, your IP is higher than put this. When I'm, what's it called? What is this card? Well, this card is lower than your opponent's. This card loses. It's like I forget which way it is. I have to read that card again, but I believe it's either lower or higher. So if I'm doing bad or something like that, I'll use this card. But I usually don't use this card. This is for the extra attack and stuff like that. And then you can pay 1,000 life points to special summon this card, which is really cool. When it's in the graveyard and stuff like that, which is awesome. Galaxy-ized full armor dragon, armor photon dragon, like this card to use it with this guy over here. It can use its effect by detaching a unit. When it does that, it pretty much can grab pretty much equipped cards, which is pretty cool. Then number 95, use them with all these cards right over here. These two. And pretty much this card's awesome. Like I said before, you can make them banish 3 cards. Then also what you can do is you can send 3 dragon type monsters to your graveyard, which is really awesome. And then on top of that, what you can do is this card can make 2 attacks on pretty much monsters each battle phase. What's it called? Each battle phase this turn, which is pretty cool. So it's like 2 attacks on monsters, so you can use this card to get rid of their monsters, which is really awesome. Then we have Beazle of the Diabolical Dragons. This is a pretty cool card. I like it a lot, actually. Can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects. You take no damage from attacks involved in this card. And pretty much this card gains attack equal to the damage that you took. So pretty much like if I was to take any damage, it would gain attack. So it's a pretty good card. Then we have Leo, like this card a lot. Cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects except during main phase 2, which is pretty cool, and it does have a lot of attack, which is awesome. Then we have number 23. This is kind of like a zombie type card. I love it a lot. It can like attack your opponent directly. When it inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and then destroy that target once per turn during either player's turn. When a spell or trap or another monster effect is activated, detach one XYZ material from this card and negate the activation. This is a really sweet card, to be honest. And then what's it called? Stardust Dragon. Use them with Starlight Road. Good card, protects me a lot, saved me from many duels and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just pretty good in general. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this pretty much what's it called, deck profile of Blue Eyes White Dragon. If you guys did enjoy the video and want to see more pretty much deck profiles, be sure to hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to apply to Yugioh Crab Network for 70% revenue share, guys. And make sure to click the link in the description to pretty much my duel with the Blue Eyes White Dragon against Yugioh. I won really fast, which is pretty cool, and it was a really good game, so definitely make sure to check that out, like I said before, link in the description. But that's to me, guys. This has been Yugioh, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.